Welcome to Inside Biology. My name is Wilson, a biology enthusiast. Today, it's resolving constipation. Disclaimer. This content is typically for information and educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional advice from qualified experts in the relevant field. Please consult with the professionals for specific needs. Let's begin. Constipation is a common digestive issue where you have infrequent bowel movements or difficulty passing stools. It can manifest as hard, dry, or lumpy stools or a sensation of incomplete emptying. Many people experience occasional constipation, but for some, it can be a chronic condition with significant discomfort and impact on quality of life. With modern toilets, by virtue of their design, can contribute to constipation due to the unnatural angle they place the body in during elimination. This angle, compared to the natural squatting position, can make it more difficult to fully evacuate the bowels, leading to straining and potential constipation. The anatomical angle. Traditional squatting allows for a more open and straight anorectal angle, facilitating easier and more complete bowel movements. Modern toilets, however, force a seated position, creating a kink on the rectum that can hinder complete emptying. Puborectalis muscle. The puborectalis muscle plays a crucial role in controlling bowel movements. When squatting, this muscle relaxed, allowing for the straighter path for waste to exit. Sitting on the toilet seat can cause this muscle to constrict the rectum, making it harder to pass the stool. Is starting your day becoming a difficult struggle? And because of this constipation, are you starting to experience symptoms like low energy, heaviness, bloating, or headaches? Have you tried everything, laxatives, powders, Trifala, warm water, but still haven't found a permanent solution? If so, you have come to the right place. In this video, you will learn about 5 powerful methods that will help you eliminate constipation from the root in just about 21 days. You'll discover a herb already in your kitchen that naturally regulates your bowel movements and learn about one thing often recommended by doctors that could actually be making your condition worse. Let's start with our first tool, using a footstool. Nowadays, we use Western toilets where our body forms a 90-degree angle. The problem is, in this position, the end of your intestine, the rectum, remains bent, making it difficult for waste to pass smoothly. Traditionally, African toilets required us to squat. This position straightens that bent pipe, allowing the body to release stool easily without pressure. Don't worry, you don't need to install a new toilet. You can get the benefit of squatting by simply using a footstool. An overturned bucket works too. This gives your body the advantage of the squatting position. Placing your feet on a small footstool while sitting on the toilet can raise your knees to hip level or higher, mimicking the squatting position and creating a more favorable angle for a bowel movement. Also, when using a footstool, lean forward and rest elbows on your knees to further assist in bowel evacuation. Research shows that people who used a footstool took only half the time to pass a motion, strained less, and felt a greater sense of emptiness and satisfaction. But why does constipation happen in the first place? It can be due to a lack of exercise, a diet low in water, high stress, or repeatedly ignoring your body's signal to go. For any of these reasons, the body can't eliminate waste properly. It sticks to the intestinal walls. Over time, this layer builds up, leaving less room for fresh stool to pass. Our colon has delicate muscles whose job is to push waste forward. This movement is called peristalsis. When waste builds up, these muscles weaken, and the stool doesn't move forward. This is constipation. What's shocking is that many people see this as a small problem, but that waste begins to rot, producing toxins that get absorbed into your blood. Through the blood, these toxins travel to your entire body, disrupting the function of your weakest organs and causing disease. That's why constipation is called the mother of all diseases. My intention is to help you understand this problem, so you stop putting it off and take action to heal it completely. Let's move to our second step. Consume at least 1 cleansing drink per day. First is ash gourd juice. You can find this at any vegetable market. Just peel, remove seeds, blend, and strain. Your juice is ready. Second, amla juice. It boosts your digestive fire, which helps with digestion and clearing the bowels. Blend 3 amlas with water. Strain and dilute with 2 to 3 times more water before drinking. Third, coconut water with sabia seeds. Coconut water is a mild laxative. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of sabia seeds and within 5 minutes they swell up. This helps to clean your gut. And fourth, fennel tea. Fennel is that special herb that increases your digestive secretions, improving your digestive fire so your bowels can clear more easily. Simply boil half a teaspoon of fennel in a cup of water. Drink any one of these 3 juices in the morning about an hour and a half before your breakfast. Then prepare a large tumbler of this tea to keep it warm, and you can keep sipping it throughout the day. Now, when we go to doctors, they often prescribe something that gives short-term relief, but the problem returns as soon as you stop. We're talking about laxatives. When you take them, your body gets used to them, and after a while, you can't have a motion without them. We must not fall into this cycle. These juices and herbal tea are Mother Nature's natural laxatives, but you never get addicted to them. Let's move to our third step. Eat more water-rich foods. Foods are of 2 types, water-rich and water-poor. Water-rich foods are full of juice, like all fruits and most vegetables. On the other hand, water-poor foods include grains, lentils, and nuts, like bread, rice, chickpeas, and almonds. If you press a food and juice comes out, it's water-rich. If nothing comes out, it's water-poor. Water-poor foods aren't bad, but the problem is when our entire day runs on them. Imagine putting only dry things in the blender. It won't mix. But if you add some tomato and cucumber, everything breaks down easily. The same thing happens in your gut. So how do you make your diet more water-rich? First, have a fruit-based breakfast. For constipation, ripe papaya is the most beneficial. Second, double the ratio of vegetables in your lunch and dinner. If you have 1 portion of grains, have 2 portions of vegetables. Your plate should look like this. Third, instead of dry or packaged snacks, have hydrating snacks like fruits, a plate of cucumbers, or a smoothie. Another very effective fruit is prunes. You can have 4 to 5 as a snack. Make sure they are without any sugar coating. Finally, let's quickly understand the 3 foods that damage your gut the most. First, refined flour like white bread, pizza, and pasta. Second, milk and dairy products. And third, meat. The more you can reduce these, the faster you will see results. You might be wondering if I can say all this with such confidence. It's because over the decade, I have seen thousands of people reverse their gut issues and constipation by following these very steps. People who had constipation their whole lives, who also had skin issues or rheumatoid arthritis, found their problems were gone. Some saw results in just a week, others in just a few days. You will feel fresh from the inside. As one person said, the more you care for your body, the more it will care for you. Let's move to our 4th step, movement. You know exercise is good for you, but there is a huge link between a lack of movement and constipation. While all exercise is beneficial, some specific movements are extra helpful, like twisting asanas, paschimottanasana, and malasana. If you're wondering how to do these, please consult the health professionals in the relevant field for specific guidelines and yoga instructions. And if you think yoga is not for you, no problem. Go for a brisk walk, play a sport, dance, cycle. Do the movement that makes your heart happy. If a doctor says you have a blockage in your heart, you take it seriously. So why do we take a blockage in our gut so casually when it's the mother of all diseases? Prioritize your health and you will find the time. We have now arrived at our final step. Honestly, these first 4 steps are enough. If you implement them, you will see changes within a week. But this last step is for those who want even faster results, and that is the Abdominal Wet Pack, followed by an enema. The Wet Pack is a simple nature cure tool. You wrap a cold, wet cotton cloth around your abdomen for 30 to 40 minutes. This creates a temperature difference, which increases blood circulation to the area. This helps the toxins and waste that have accumulated inside the intestine to slowly leave their place. After applying the Wet Pack, if you take an enema, you will get double the benefit. Through an enema, you introduce a little water into your rectum, which goes inside and helps to loosen the waste and bring it out. You can find an enema kit at a nearby chemist shop and as well asking a medical doctor in that field. If you want to understand the full method for the enema or learn more about the Wet Pack, please seek advice from qualified experts in the relevant field. I hope that by following these steps, you will heal your constipation completely. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment if you find this video useful. Thank you for watching.